Will the special session of Parliament convened by the Modi government move on one nation, one election? And what is this debate all about? Simply put, this is a reference to the holding of elections simultaneously to the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies. You might wonder, did this actually ever happen before? Well, yes, it did. In fact, the first general elections to Parliament were held simultaneously in 1951 to 52, starting in October and ending in February. This continued in the three subsequent general elections that were held in the years 1957, 1962, and 1967. However, at the time, the premature dissolution of some of the assemblies meant that the cycle got disrupted and it never quite recovered. Now, there have been multiple recommendations in the past that simultaneous elections should be held. An election commission report as early as 1983 suggested that a system be evolved so that the country is not perennially in election mode. There have been law commission panels that have suggested as much. The Justice Jeevan Reddy headed Law Commission said in 1999 that we must go back to a situation where elections to the Lok Sabha and all the legislative assemblies are held at once. There is also a reference to a parliamentary standing committee in 2015 suggesting the same. In fact, most recently, a Law Commission panel headed by Justice B.S. Chauhan, also recommended the same. But the operational feasibility of actually achieving this is quite complicated. According to the former Law Commission report, alternatives would have to be found so as to not disrupt the full term of a state assembly. In other words, at any moment that you have to actually synchronize the calendar of the state elections and the Lok Sabha elections, what it actually means is that you would have to curtail or extend the term of an existing legislator to bring the start point for elections to the same line. Now, this, of course, would be extremely complicated. The Law Commission reports in the past have suggested alternatives, but what we have to see to start with is whether this is what the Parliament session is actually about. And if 50% of state assemblies need to ratify this proposal, then how does the government actually pursue and achieve this idea of one nation, one election?